The reason this grass is all lush and green is because it's properly fertilized, it's properly watered, and it's properly cut. In this video, I'll explain 5 mistakes you can make for caring for your grass in Florida that can really make the difference between grass like this and grass like this. Okay, it worked for me, and I'll explain it to you. I'm happy to share it with you. My yard is 5,000 square feet. We have all the front, from that lamp post all the way over to that fire hydrant. This front right here. Oh, this side yard. And in the back, back by the pond. So I have 5,000 square feet of grass. So it takes about 45 minutes to do my lawn with the push mower. So I quickly figured out that I don't want to keep doing that. So I bought the Ego electric riding lawnmower. All right, this is 42-inch blade. The small push mower is only a 21-inch blade. It's a 0 turn. It's got the 2 handles for controls. And then it's got room for 6 batteries in the back. I only use 4. And that's enough to do the whole yard and still have about 50% left. And then I just charge it overnight. Then I have the edger, the string trimmer, the hedge trimmer, the blower, and these are the tools I use for trimming my palm trees. That's my big queen palm, and this is my pygmy date palms. So I use that pole saw to cut the fronds off of the queen palm, and then these choppers here to cut the pygmy date palms. I moved to Florida 5 years ago from Washington State, and one thing I take pride in here is having a nice grass. So let's take a look here. Look at this lawn here. See how lush and thick and green it is? Look at this. Yeah. All right, I'm going to show you a before picture. Okay, so look at this right now. This is the after 5 years later. And now look at this. This is what it looked like 5 years ago when I moved in here in 2020. Had a lot of dirt and scruff and weeds. Where was the grass? It was barely growing. It was all weed. Today, I'm going to show you, explain to you how I transform my lawn. Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm going to show you how I take care of my lawn in Central Florida. Okay, so first let's take a look at what kind of grass we got. See this grass? This is called St Augustine grass. Okay, this grows in Florida, in the southern states, Florida, Texas. The blades are wide. All right, so this grass has these things called runners. They look like vines, and they grow along, and they'll grow right out on your driveway or your sidewalk. But this is how the grass spreads around. This grass doesn't grow from grass seed. So the grass comes in sod squares, like on a pallet, and when they're putting the grass down, they just put the sod on there. And then with those vines and runners, it'll spread out and fill in any gaps on its own. So never try to put grass seed on St. Augustine grass. So mistake number 1 for this grass, you're mowing it too short, 1 to 2 inches. You're going to have more weeds growing, and the grass won't look as nice. One of the first things I did to get my grass in better shape was to mow it a little bit taller. St. Augustine grass, you really want to mow it 3 to 4 inches tall. And also maintaining your sprinklers. Irrigation is very important here in Central Florida. So all the homes are going to have a sprinkler system. I got a rainbird. There's 5 different zones in the yard. You're going to want to make sure it's set to auto run. All right. And then make sure the clock is set. And with the programming that you have at least 2 nights a week where the sprinkler's going to run. Mine runs on like a Sunday and a Tuesday. The local water department tells us which days we're supposed to run it in our neighborhood. Just make sure you're following that. Run your sprinklers at night. Don't run your sprinklers in the daytime because the sun will just evaporate all of the water. All right. Another thing you want to do is test your sprinklers in all the zones. Make sure the sprinklers are working properly. This here might be a result of a gap where this area is not getting very much water. And you can adjust your sprinklers, maintain them, make sure they're not broken. I'm here in the summer is our growing season, and I've been cutting it once a week here in the summertime. So let's mow it right now. All right, so mistake number 1 is cutting your grass too short. Mistake number 2 is irrigation, not watering enough, having something messed up with your automatic sprinklers setup, having a sprinkler head that is broken or damaged, and just leaking water all over the ground, not getting on the grass, or misaligned. Mistake number 3 is improper fertilization or no fertilization at all. My neighbor on this side, they fertilize their grass, and I'll show you some people who don't, what their yard looks like. All right, so this grass here isn't fertilized, so it's not going to be as green and lush, and you could have some weeds in there. Without proper watering and fertilizing, it's going to look like this. If you're under an oak tree, then you'll need to rake the leaves in the wintertime because the oak tree leaves are like acidic and they'll get on the grass and smother it. So this grass here, it doesn't get the leaves raked, it doesn't have proper irrigation, and it doesn't have any fertilization. This grass over here is called Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass, see how the blades are thinner? The blades are a lot thinner. Bermuda grass is better for a common area like a city park, or this is the common area of our HOA where you can walk your dogs. Bermuda grass doesn't need to be watered as much. It's more durable, and it doesn't look as thick and lush, but it maintains its greenness throughout the year pretty good, and it can be walked on. Kids can play soccer on it and stuff. Take a look in this bush right here. There's a bird's nest with some robin eggs. Let's peek in there. Hopefully the mama bird doesn't come and get mad at me. Yep, mama bird's mad. Mama bird's up on that light pole. A little bit mad at me. All right, next we're going to do the string trimming. I could use the edger to edge along the edges of the grass, but I'm going to use a string trimmer turned upside down. A little trick I have to make it go faster. So I'm a Florida real estate agent. If you'd like to move to Central Florida, I live near the theme parks. I live 20 minutes away from Disney. I used to be a Disney cast member for 3 years. So I have a lot of customer service experience working at Disney in the call center. And as a real estate agent, I'd be happy to help you find your forever home here in Central Florida, Orlando, Kissimmee areas. If you'd like to own a house and take care of your own grass, I'd be happy to help you find your forever home. My name is Michael Chalice, and you can find me at michaelchalice.com. My link is in the description below. So I have one more tip here about the lawn care fertilizing. I used to try to do it myself with like those Scott's lawn weed and feed you can buy at the big box store and put it down with a lawn spreader. For this type of Florida grass, it just didn't do it good enough. So I hired a company. This is not sponsored in any way, but it's Pest Patrol here in Kissimmee. And they come out once a month and they treat my lawn with the proper lawn chemicals. A lot better than just using your spreader on your own. They have a big truck with a hose, and they could just lay down the good stuff with like a liquid fertilizer in like a big spray all the way at once, like a fire hose. Also, another thing that I didn't really know, that here in Central Florida, they if you hire somebody to cut your grass, they're not the same people who do the fertilizing. So you have to hire a pest patrol company to fertilize your grass, and you can hire a lawn care company to do the mowing, the trimming, the blowing. They might charge you like 30 to 40 bucks each time they mow. So that's why I started doing it myself. All right. I normally go out here in the morning, like, 7, 8 a.m. and do it. But to record the video, I wanted more sunshine. So I'm doing it in the hot part of the day. Okay, I got the mowing done. I got the edging done. String trimming done. Now it's time to blow with the blower. Oh, the number one biggest mistake you can make when mowing your grass in Florida is doing it at noon. Don't do it at noon in the summer. Go out at 7 a.m. Do yourself a favor. Or 7 p.m. All right, let's check our work today. How did we do? There you go, nice cut grass. Do-it-yourself lawn care in Central Florida, Kissimmee, Orlando. I did my own landscaping there. I have a YouTube video about how I did the no-dig landscape edging. I did it a few summers ago. I'll put a link in the description for that. It's on my playlist on my channel. See, that's the St Augustine grass, and it's freshly trimmed, and you keep it tall enough, it won't have weeds. So my recommendation to have better grass on your Florida house is to cut the grass taller if you have St. Augustine grass. Make sure it's being watered properly. Tune up your sprinkler system. Get it on at least a 2-day-a-week schedule. Summer is the growing season, so your grass is going to grow and repair itself in the summer, less so in the winter months. So like from May to September is the growing season here. Summer is our wet season where it rains the most. Hey, I'm over here. I'm over here. Come here. Gimbal, come back here. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment if you found this information helpful to you.